Back to the top of the lineup and to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Massey, 1 for 2. Hard liner. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Back to the mound. He's got it. And that quickly 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Valera moving under it. Makes the catch, inning over. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's going to be Andres Gimenez. Taylor back to work. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Center field. Moving under it. Corrals it. 1 down. So the batting order turns over. Stephen Kwan will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Just started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And now the lefty struck him out without a swing. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. It was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping up for the Guardians, Miles Straw. 0 for 3. So the Royals bring on a new arm, Carlos Hernandez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. Fly ball down the line. Baddoo pulls it down, and that is that. So they go quietly there. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Guardians 2 and the Royals 1. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Emmanuel Clase has been so good against lefties. So up now for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino. And a pitch. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's 1 away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Akil Baddoo steps in for the Royals. Hit in the air, center field. Makes the grab for the 2nd out. Last chance for the Royals. Freddie Fermin getting ready to hit. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Hunter Renfroe.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
That one clips the outside corner. It's 0-1. They're down to their final strike. Trying to close out a 1-run lead here in game 1 of this 3-game set. The Royals down to their final strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. Not even close there. And it's 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And another ball. That one misses. Ball 3.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
Laser. Could be extra bases. And the double puts the tying run in scored position with 2 away.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
So a change being made out at second, and here's Kansas City's pinch runner, Kyle Isbell. Gentry in the box now, takes strike 1.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
So the tying run at second. That one lifted to left. And that'll do it. The Guardians strand the tying run on base to win it. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and we welcome you in. Already 2 away here in the 7th. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. The Royals have had an outstanding start to the season. Just a few weeks into the year, and it's been just about as good as they could have hoped.
Yeah, they were definitely in the conversation as a team that had some of the pieces to make some noise. Things have really clicked for them so far, and they've been playing at the top of their game.
A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Shelby Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
This looks like extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. He's in there.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you can...
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Here comes Perez around third. He'll score easily. It's 6-3.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
And now Michael Massey. He swings and fouls one off. Ball one there. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Steven Okert preparing to come on if needed. Staumont getting cranked up as well. One run across in the frame so far here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Throw to second, save. Right-hander kicks, deals. Ouch. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Now the number 2 hitter.
You never want to see a pitch that close to someone's head. Lucky right there. His shoulder got in the way.
Throw to third. Too late. Save. Double steal.
Well, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the bag, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. Well, they didn't do a very good job of that. Get a comfortable lead, got a great jump, and that's how you steal third base.
Julien throws to first in time. That's out number 1, and a run comes in to score. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 2. The shortstop takes the ball. In the air, right field. Margot on his horse. Got it. Nice grab. Runner tags from third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And the lead is up to 5. 2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Vinny Pasquantino. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. That one gets down for a hit, and that extends the inning. Akil Baddoo steps in for the Royals. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Moran, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. And a foul ball. Outside low. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missed. Line drive, and that's just foul. Already 3 runs across in the frame here, the bottom of the 7th. And that's off the inside edge. Full count now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
In the air, left field. Hauls it in to end the inning. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Matt Wallner. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Michael Wacha.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Gathers and throws, and he's out. Here's Alex Kirilloff. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Wacha, a former All-Star. He features a changeup, a four-seamer, a sinker, a cutter, and he occasionally uses a curve. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings and misses, struck him out.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Finish him.
2 outs. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing here for the Twins. Can't chip away at an 8-3 deficit. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. The pitch. And takes low for ball 1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
This to third. Whips it to Kirilloff. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. Tyler Gentry steps in for the Royals. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Wallner on the move. Hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Up the middle, Correa fires over to first, and they get Perez for the new inning getting started. Here's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. Right side, Massey whips it to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. He's 2 outs away. Harold Ramirez at the dish. In there, and it's 0-1. 1 out, base is empty. Fought off foul. On the ground, right side. Down to the last out for the Twins. Here's Royce Lewis. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And that's through there for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Waka is just 1 strike away. And that'll do it. It's another win for a team that's been on fire to start the year.
Yeah, Boog, love to see it. I mean, these guys are getting tons of W's, and they're putting themselves in a great position to contend for the postseason.
Back at Target Field, I'm John Shambi next to Chris Singleton. Thanks for tuning in. We've got one away here in inning number 6. Perez in the box now, takes strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Hard hit down the line and left. 1 run's in, and it's off the wall. Now the second run is in. The relay throw, and he's out trying for 2. And now it's Kyle Isbell. He's 0 for 1. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Dairon Blanco looking for a 2-out hit to bring home the runner from third. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. And that one upstairs.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough hits.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. In comes the runner from third. It's 5-3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Balazovic keeping an eye on him.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
And now, Michael Massey. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Massey in his 3rd season, 27 years old, and he's been runner on the go. There's a ball. Safe at second with a stolen base. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
The pitch. And that's downstairs and outside. Number 11 hitting on deck circle. Strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. Three-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. But 9 batters hit. So remaining in the game defensively, Dairon Blanco. He'll be out center now after pinch hitting. Lewis in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. That missed by a lot. And it's 2-0. A wind in the pitch. Edge of the zone for a strike. Now 2-1. Swings through that one out in front that time. And the right-hander deals. Swings and misses. And that's the first out. Edouard Julien, the next twin up to hit. Swings and misses.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Gathers and throws to first. 2 up, 2 down. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. There's a strike.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Ground ball to the right side. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. And at first. So up next for Minnesota, Carlos Correa. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Comes up empty.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
2 outs. Just misses with that one.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And there's a ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ground ball left side. Save!
He's safe.
So up next, Matt Wallner. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one.
One ball, no strike.
Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And that one fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
And another ball. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch. And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Twin strand of pair. They're still down 5-3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Steven Okert.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now the third baseman. And the pitch. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Popped up. Correa is there. Makes the grab, one away. And next up for the Royals, Vinny Pasquantino. Pickoff throw, and he dives back in safely. First offering misses badly for ball one. Swing and a ball lifted left field on his way over. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Akil Baddoo steps in for the Royals. 1 for 3. Pinch hitter coming on. Randall Grichuk looking for a 2-out hit to bring home the runner from third. Swings through that one.
No ball, 1 strike.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. The run scores from third, and they take a 3-run lead.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And here is Freddie Fermin. Two outs.
That's the ball.
Wouldn't chase that time. Hard ground ball, base knock. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Gentry now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Looking for some insurance, or as our friends down in the South would say,
insurance.
No matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
1-1 now. And a foul ball.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That ends the inning. Staying in the game on defense. defense, Randall Grichuk. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. Slap the other way, foul. Here's your 1. Now a drag bunt, third base side, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 1 gone here. Manuel Margot up to the plate. Well struck left field. And it one-hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
All over that one right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Harold Ramirez at the dish. Clips the outside corner, and that's strike 1. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Laced on the line, could be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and now just a 2-run deficit. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Now, Carlos Hernandez takes over on the mound.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Tosses the first, and there's 2 away. Here's Royce Lewis. And that one is lifted in the air under this one. Brings it in. And that will end the inning. And the Twins plate 1 on the double. It's now a 6. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Shelby Miller.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game. Well, these Royals doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
Righty delivers. That to right. Margot settles under it. Makes the grab. And there's 1 down. And to the plate for Kansas City, Dairon Blanco. Now fly ball to right center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. So the Royals batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman, Michael Massey. Swung on, belted. And that one hops the wall. The throw into second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Everything came together for him. Nice job going the opposite way with it. Letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Man at second. And a foul ball. On the ground to short, Correa. Tosses across the first. That's out number 3. Bottom of the inning. And now for the Twins, Edouard Julien. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
As a pitcher, you don't want to throw him get-me-over fastballs just for strikes. You really need to command your pitches to this guy at the plate.
That's a little bit low.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a key out leading off the bottom of the 8th.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
To first, and that quickly 2 away. Correa now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. 1 more out.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a back in Minnesota. Now it's the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. Here comes a pitch. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Right-handed reliever. And it chases that one. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Vinny Pasquantino. Up and in, ball one. Miller, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. One down, base is empty. Into center and a base hit.
He was all over that one. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Hitting to the Royals, number 16.
And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. And that one missing low. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And out of here. Into the second deck it goes, and they add a pair. It's 8-4. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
One out, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Freddie Fermin. In the air out towards right center. Margot in pursuit. Makes the catch for the out. And there's two down. Two outs, base is empty. So up now for Kansas City, Tyler Gentry. On the ground out to short. Correa over to first. And the inning is over. But two come across to score in the inning courtesy of this two-run home. So remaining in the game defensively, Hunter Renfroe. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. So they turn things over to the righty, Carl Edwards Jr. He's making his fourth appearance of the season. Waller in the box now, no balls and a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Kicks and fires. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Kicks and deals. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Two down, nobody on. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. They're down to their final strike. The Twins down to their final strike. Got him. And that'll do it. Back here in Kansas City with Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us. Nobody out here in inning number 8. Kjerstad in the box now, takes strike one.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hit. He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
That one misses. It's 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series. So no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 out. The tying and go-ahead runs are on here in the rubber match of this 3-game series.
1 ball.
Well, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well.
Connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his own right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage. Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And to the plate for Kansas City, Salvador Perez. And the pitch. And that one fouled off.
Well, these Royals, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Hayes hauls it in, and there's one away. Tyler Gentry steps in for the Royals. He's already homered in this game. Bounce to the left side. Mayo throws to first in time. Here's the third baseman. Lifted in the air, right center field. Mullins in pursuit. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Jackson Holliday. Clay Holmes on the pitch here. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And here it comes. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. This one lifted in the air, left field. Gentry under it. Drops into the glove. And there's one down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in. The slider in on his hands, and it just eats him off. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off of.
Henderson stands in now and watches strike one. Just off the outside edge, and the count is 1-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Falling behind 2-1.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. And
that is the ball game.
We're back here at the ballpark, and now the DH, Nick Loftin. In the air to right, pretty deep. Cespedes on the way over, and there's one down. Well, he certainly wasn't willing to. 2 away here, nobody on. Nick Loftin getting ready to hit. 0-1.
0-1.
Swings and lifts a high fly ball out to left. Off the pole and gone. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 4-2. Well, he saw 2 pitches, swung at both of them, and next is the designated hitter, Nick Loftin, and he's already gone yard in this one with a solo homer in the 3rd inning. We'll see if he can launch another one out of here. Sharp grounder, and it gets through for a base hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard. Man on at first, and now Austin Nola. That just misses. Nice take. Kick, the pitch, runner goes. This one in for a strike. Whoa, safe.
Now back, number 0.
1 down. Now at the plate, Carson Roccaforte. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing lifts it to shallow left field. Larnach settles under this one and hauls it in. That's out number 2. 2 away and a runner in scoring position here. And here's the first baseman. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the runner takes off for 3rd. The arm action on the change. Next up, the designated hitter, Nick Loftin. He's already homered in this ball game. It's ball 1. That one in the air to center field. The center fielder under this one. makes the catch. Time to stretch. Close one here today. Your final score, 5-4. Thanks for dropping by and joining me and our wonderful crew here on the show. I'm Ben Gelman. Talk to you soon. If you want to push for a call-up, this is how to do it. Multiple hits in the ballgame.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Tuesday baseball on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Kansas City Royals. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Nick Lofton in the starting lineup. Singy, they called him up hoping he can provide the spark they're looking for.
Yeah, Boog, but I don't think they're expecting him to be an MVP just yet. I mean, they know he's not done developing, but they definitely think he has what it takes to be a major contributor on this club. So now he's just got to provide solid, fundamentally sound.
Man at second with one away. Now the left fielder, Masataka Yoshida. Bounced up the middle. Lofton throws to first in time. Now it's the shortstop, Nick Lofton.
Ball one, no
In the dirt, but kept close to second, and he's out.
Kind of a tough read for the base runner right there. You're usually trying to be aggressive on balls in the dirt, trying to get into scoring position. But if it doesn't get away very far, or you can't tell how far it is, most catchers are going to get to it and throw you out at the base. And right there, excellent job by the catcher. He helps out his pitcher big time.
1-1 now. That one ripped. Base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw is low, and he can't make it.
I think that still kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game one, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
And that one is lifted in the air. Moving under this one. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Royals lead one. We played an inning. No score. And the batter will be the shortstop, Nick Lofton. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Lofton.
That's towards center. Rafaela settles underneath it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And now Nick Lofton, 1 for 2. On the ground to the left. Fires across the diamond. 2 away.
That was a productive at bat. You know you're doing.
So 2 down. And now the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. Bounced out to short. Lofton tosses to first. That ends the inning. And here's the shortstop at the plate, Nick Lofton. Here's a rocket out to left. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now batting Jarren Duran. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, but it's not in time, and they just get one. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field. Welcome in. We're in the 8th. 2 men out. John Sciambi along with Chris Singleton. The Royals putting together a terrific season so far, about a third of the way in. They came into the year looking like a team with a good shot at the postseason. We might need to upgrade that outlook.
Yeah, I'm starting to think this is a team that's headed for October. They put together a very nice season so far.
And a swing and a miss. And that'll keep more runs from coming. Now into the game, Edgar Quero. He takes over behind the plate. So up now for Kansas City, Dairon Blanco.
Number 90.
Bounce to third. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th. So the Royals batting order turns over. And now it's Kyle Isbell, 1 for 3. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Tyler Gentry. 1 out. The base is empty for him. In the air to left center. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman. That's hard hit on the line. Robert brings it in, and that'll do it. Offense held. Staying in the game on defense, Tyler Gentry. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Clay Holmes on to try and close it out.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
The pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Base is empty, 1 away. They're in the last half of inning number 9. And down on strikes, 2 away. And now it's Luis Robert. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he's grounded out. That misses. Ball 1. Holmes, 32 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2011. The 1-1 is fouled off. The White Sox down to their final strike. Pitch misses there. It's 2-2. 2-run game, a 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Now, and that'll do it. They're cementing themselves as one of the top teams in the league. Another W in this one.
Great play just about every single game from them, and it's really been impressive. I think we might be witnessing something really special here.
Here's the veteran shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
The shortstop, J.P.
Righty delivers. That's a hit. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Urias at second with nobody out. Base hit center field. Around third. He'll score, and they take a 2-run lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Nelson Velasquez. This one in the air right field. Haniger sizing it up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that 2 outs, nobody on. At the plate, Julio Rodriguez. And that's a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the base is empty with 2 away. Nelson Velasquez steps in for the Royals. Strike one. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Lifted in the air, right center field. Haniger tracks it down for the out. So the batting order turns over. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. Man on second, 2 down. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. Now a long throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the 6th. Now here is Nelson Velasquez. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Over to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Nelson Velasquez. And he dodges that fastball.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the... Live from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri, MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the Kansas City Royals. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Well, a fun souvenir in this bottom of the 2nd. So up now for Kansas City, Hunter Renfroe. Skubal back to work. That's outside. 1-0.
1-0.
In the air, left field. Moving back for this one. And there's one away. And we're back. Top half of the third inning. And the batter now, Colt Heath. Base hit.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate.
Now
One down. Hunter Renfroe at the plate. Fly to left his first time. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. Man at first, one away. Next offering is in for a strike. Hit hard, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
All over that one right there. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to do.
On the ground, could be two. Off balance feed, there's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, there's a lot riding on that.
Back here in Kansas City, new inning getting started. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Matt Vierling. And that's a base hit.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good.
Runner on at first with one gone. Now it's Hunter Renfroe. 1 for 2. That one's in there, 0-1.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ballgame.
Smoked into left field, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Runner on the go. Out to short. Tags the runner for one, and no throw. He's into first easily. Now it's Hunter Renfroe. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Holding on to a one-run lead here in the second game of the series. And that one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike. And another ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. Out to center. Olivares moving under it. Squeezes it. And that quickly 2 away. We go to the bottom of the first.
Leading off,
and stepping in is the speedy Jarren Duran. The pitch.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike 3. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. And he grounds one to the right side. And that squirts through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Waste no time there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope.
Rosario on the move. That one fouled off. Got him. And there are 2 outs. Rafael Devers up to hit. That one catches the zone. Going to 1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
The Red Sox down by a pair here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swings and misses, struck him. Back here in Boston. And now the first baseman, Triston Casas. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Out to short, Witt. Now a jump throw. Awesome play there. Now at the plate, Vaughn Grissom. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Got it by him for the K.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Ceddanne Rafaela in the box now. No balls and a strike. There's the swing and a miss.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Back inside Fenway Park, Pablo Reyes stands in. Out there to center, sizes this one up. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Reese McGuire batting with one down, takes a strike. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-1. One out, base is empty. Swings through that.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Slider got him for strike 3. So the lineup flips over. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. Swings through that one for strike 1. Duran in his 4th year hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Picks up strike. Back here at Fenway, ready to go, bottom 4. So stepping in for Boston, Ahmed Rosario. Right through there for a strike. You know, Singy, they talk about Red Sox Nation, but there is something to that because the Boston Red Sox aren't just about Boston or Massachusetts. It's that whole New England area. So you're talking about Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Northern Connecticut. There's a whole segment of the country that is locked in on the Boston Red Sox pitch to pitch throughout the summer. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
And strike 2.
They travel really well, and I think Red Sox fans are sprinkled all over the country.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now 2 away.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
And here it comes. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Red Sox go down. Back here in Boston, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for Boston, Triston Casas. Strike on the inside corner.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Brudansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of the things that I'll think about in terms of memories from going to college and going to Fenway. Slider for a strike. Out to short. Witt. The throw to first.
Out.
And a couple of quick outs. And now, Ceddanne Rafaela.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 outs, base is empty. And that one hit to first. And he beats him to first. He's safe.
You've got to love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between a first baseman and the pitcher during these plays, and he just kept his head down and beat it out.
Reyes, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And another ball.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
Next offering is in for a strike. Rafaela leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Out to short. To first. That is the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox. Still looking at that 5-0 down. Back in Boston, bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Reese McGuire. The pitch. Out front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Sends it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Duran in the box again. Takes a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment where get back on track. His team needs him.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. To third. And he picks it up, and he'll put it in his pocket. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 7th, and now the DH, Masataka Yoshida. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
And down on strikes he goes. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And a big swing and a miss.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today, kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
A big performance on the mound, lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 1-2. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. So stepping in for Boston, Vaughn Grissom. Fastball for a strike. Crochet into his 8th inning of work. Singy, he's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. And now the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela.
Center fielder, today,
Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Bases empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Reyes up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss. That's off the mark, 2-0. The Royals up big in this one here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and it's a 1-2. Back here at Fenway, bottom 9. Here's the catcher, Reese McGuire. Top of the zone for a called strike.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
On the ground to first, Pasquantino steps on first for the out. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Up and in, and that's ball 1. Outside corner for a strike. The Royals up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Bounce to the left side. On the run, sends it over to first. Just got him, and he was burning up the baseline. Now the number 2 hitter, Ahmed Rosario. Strike 1. On the ground, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Back here at American Family Field, John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. Thanks for joining us. We're in the 7th with nobody out. Well, one-run game up now for Milwaukee. Garrett Mitchell, 1 for 2. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Got him looking. 1 away. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, it's so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And now, Yanni Hernandez. Throw off line. He is safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. This is Bryce Terang. Ground ball right side, and he grabs it foul.
He's got a rare skill set out there on the mound. Even when he's low on energy, his stuff still has bite to it. You just don't see it flatten out just because he's tired. He's still delivering good action.
He's in there. So the tying run at second. Fouls it off, still 1-2. At the belt and fires. Got him swinging for the K. He swung over top of the curveball. Next for Milwaukee, Andrew Monasterio. Right through there for a strike. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Elvis Peguero.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ground ball up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Swings and misses, and it's 0-1. And it clips the inside corner. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Obi Milner up and throwing. Wilson getting cranked up as well. Up and in. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
To the right side, and that should be extra bases. Lofton around second, headed for third, and that rolls into the corner. Around third. Now a relay to the plate. He's safe.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pumps that ball down the opposite field line. Just barely able to keep it fair, but once it dropped in, he was off and racing for the triple.
So digging in, Nelson Velasquez. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. And it's gone. A 2-run homer. His second homer this series. It's 5-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Does an excellent job of getting his arms extended to get the fat part of the bat to the baseball. Wrists do not roll over. They stay through the zone and out.
So the Brewers bring out a new pitcher from the pen, Obi Milner. On for his 20th appearance of the year. And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. Now a screamer into the outfield. One away. And now it's Kyle Isbell. 1 for 3.
Kyle Isbell.
On the ground, right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Now it's the second baseman, Michael Massey.
Second baseman, Michael Massey.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now, Freddie Fermin. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
That one almost got him. Kicks and deals. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball.
Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Rudder takes off, and he grounds one back up the middle. Turang over to first in time. And that is the inning. 2-run shot for the Royals this inning. It's now 5-1. Major League. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the inning. Now it's the DH, Christian Yelich. So they turn things over to the righty, Carlos Hernandez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters. Well, these Brewers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat less than 90 miles per hour, so the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
Pumping serious gas at 102 on that one.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
The other way, and he beats the shift. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And now it's William Contreras. That one's in there. Strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put rid of it.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3. And we're back. We go to the 9th. Here's the center fielder, Akil Baddoo. Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. Milner, a 6'3 lefty, 185 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2016. And a pitch. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Line drive. Great effort on the leaping grab.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
So the Royals batting order turns over. Here's the third baseman. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And first offering is fouled off. And he deals. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Could be extra bases. Around third. He will score. And the lead is up to 5.
Comes through with the RBI. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's now a 6-run lead.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Royals. Tyler Gentry. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and one gone. And there's a foul ball. Witt, the runner at second with one away. Runner takes off. Pitch is low. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
They are merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with the big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
He swings and fouls one off. The 1-2. On the ground. Beats the throw and the run scores.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Here comes a new arm for the Brewers, Bryce Wilson.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Boots it.
Chase, he's good.
Now
I think he just rushed that one. Great chance to turn two, and as an infielder on a play like that, I think guys can get a little excited and forget to make the play one step at a time. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get 9.
Number 44, Dairon Blanco.
Now one out to right. Bowers has a beat on it. That's out number 2. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Traffic on the bases with 3 already across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Up the middle, Turang. On to first, and that's the 3rd out. 3. So remaining in the game defensively, Randall Grichuk. He'll be out center now after pinch hitting. And it's Rhys Hoskins. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Carl Edwards Jr. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And a foul ball. Outside low, and the count 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Had him way out front of the slurve. He's 2 outs away. Garrett Mitchell digs in now. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. The Royals up big in this one here in the last half of inning number 9. Swings through that one for strike 2. And a ground ball to first, and he picks it up in foul territory. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ballgame.
They're down to their final strike. Edwards is just 1 strike away. Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first. That'll do it. And the Royals win the rubber match of this 3-game series. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, welcome in John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. We've got one out here in inning number 7. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals. He's already homered in this game. So a change being made at first base. And here's Kansas City's pinch runner, Akil Baddoo. Check on the runner. Oh, he throws it away. That one backed up the middle, and it gets through. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Randall Grichuk now, 1 for 3.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Nelson Velasquez.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
First pitch just misses.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
2 on, 1 out. That's a strike. And a count 1-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And the pitch. Got him. Now 2 out.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. Look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his glove.
Wynn stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Hit in the air, center field. Trout is there. And that ends the inning. Royals. Now into the ball game on defense. Freddie Fermin. He takes over behind the plate. Liddell, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
You know, these Angels.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Michael Wacha.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Fouled off. He was late. And the righty deals. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Just missed.
It's a good take.
Got it by him for the play.
Now, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's the other guys that have to think about it. Your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Stays alive. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Finish him.
That misses, and it's 1-2.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. Good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
And a pitch. Ground ball, left side. Oh, great stop. But there's no play for him, and that's going to extend the inning.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Finish him.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Schanuel, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jose Quijada.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
That one to first, into the outfield, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff dive.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. We just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Substitution now at first base. On to pinch run, Nick Lofton. And the batter now, Kyle Isbell. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. Over to first, safe.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Blanco up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the 2nd game of the series. That keeps the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swung on, belted. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score, and the Royals tie the game. It's 2-2, and he's there at third with a triple.
Well done, drives in the run. You don't see a lot of triples come from balls hit into the left field corner like that, but clearly they had some trouble with it out there, and he didn't hesitate rounding the bases for a second. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Hard hit, could be extra bases. In to score from third. It's 3-2. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Such great concentration.
Robert Stevenson on the pitch out of the pen here.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
1 out, runner at second. Tyler Gentry steps in for the Royals. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. 2 runs across in the inning. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one ripped. Ward pulls it down. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Freddie Fermin.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swings here and blasts one left field. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. In to score is the runner from third. It's 4-2.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Now the third baseman. He's already homered here in this one. Center field. Trout settles under it. He makes the grab, and that will end the inning. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. Through 8 full. So coming into the game now on defense, Nick Lofton. He takes over as the new first baseman. Here's Trout. Here comes a pitch. Here's a strike, 95 of that one.
This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
And takes low for ball 1.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs. Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Now fly ball to right center. Sizing this one up. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away now. So they're down to their final out. And now the right fielder, Mickey Moniak. And first offering is fouled off. Holmes, 32 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2011. Holmes is just 1 strike away. And he hits a ground ball right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Back here at Angel Stadium, John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Thanks for joining us. We're in the 7th with nobody out. The Royals have firmly established themselves as top contenders around halfway through the season. See, this is a great showing from a group that looks even a little stronger than expected.
Yeah, they've been a tough group to beat so far. They were looking like a team that could make some noise going into the year, and they're definitely in the mix.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Vinny Pasquantino. And that's outside. Ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jimmy Herget appears to be getting loose. Quijada also throwing. So the tying run at second. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a pop-up. He's under it. And there's one down.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Here comes Witt around third. He'll score and then tie it. It's 1-1 to second, but way too late. Safe there.
Well, we're starting over again. All tied up. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Fouled off down the right side. Kicks and fires. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. In comes the run from second. It's 2-1.
Big RBI for him right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Stepping in, Michael Massey. Little chopper rolls foul. Man at second. Liner caught at second.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Line drive, Adam in center field. A couple of... And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the seventh. Now it's going to be Luis Rengifo. And that one fouled off.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Pumpbacker to the mound. Tosses to first. One up, one down.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Hit in the air, right field. Isbell calls it in, and there's two away. Chad Wallach now. That's in there. And that is strike one. One run across in the frame so far. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Swings through that one.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And a pitch. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. 2 outs. Fights it off, you'll see another. Foul ball still 0-2. So the Royals bring on a new arm, Carlos Hernandez. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Perez sizes this one up, makes the catch, and the inning is over. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth, Jose Suarez.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Fall off foul. Swung on, belted. Trout raging back towards the wall. Trout.
He hammered that to straightaway center field. It's a deep part of the ballpark. I'll tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in. Got to be a big man if you're going to go through the wind of that part of the park. It just knocked that ball down.
And fouled off. 0-1 now. That's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. And now it's Kyle Isbell, 1 for 3. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. 1 away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, double play. And the inning is over. Back in Anaheim, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Victor Robles. That one in triple digits. Fouled off. He was late. On the ground right side. In plenty of time to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Next offering is in for a strike. All tied up here in the second game of the series. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Here's Mike Trout.
The 7th.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. And that's down and away. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1. Got him. Angels retired 1-2-3. Angels go. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. The wind of the pitch. Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Vinny Pasquantino getting ready to hit. Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
One down, runner at first. And next up for the Royals, Akil Baddoo. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Royals, Randall Grichuk.
Oh, great spot. He's looking to come through with that go-ahead run on base.
That one drilled left field. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Pinch hitter coming on, Tyler Gentry.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
And that one fouled off. Pasquantino on third. Grichuk over at second with 1 down. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-1.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. It'd be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Two on, 1 out. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The pitch. And now the count is even.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Base hit, 1 run in already. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're runners now with still only one away. And to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Massey. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Oh, that pitch is out.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Snap throw to first.
No,
and he's back safely. 2-0. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. The throw. Tag. And he's out.
You can see they're continuing to try to apply pressure on this pitcher who struggled a little bit. But the problem is you get caught right there. You're helping him out. You're giving him an out that he's.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
He was all over that one.
The new pitcher in the game, Robert Stevenson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now Salvador Perez. Swinging a drive deep right field. That's back there. And that one's gone. His 12th of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 6-2.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
So here's the Royals DH, Nelson Velasquez. Going one. Stevenson, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. 2 outs, base is empty. Check swing, and that's a ball.
Whoa, recognize that pitch just in time, able to keep those hands back.
In the dirt, and the count is even 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 4 runs in the inning, and they've jumped in front. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Royals 6 and the Angels 2. Staying in the game on defense, Randall Grichuk. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. Also entering the game, Tyler Gentry. He'll be out in left field.
Number 27, Tyler.
Now here is Logan O'Hoppe. He's already homered in this game.
Logan O'Hoppe.
The right-hander back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And a good eye there.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Righty to the plate. Just missed. Two now. Got him looking. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. He's 2 outs away. Taylor Ward, a new arm into the game. The righty, Clay Holmes. He's into the game with the bases empty. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
1 strike away. Breaking ball inside. Going to count 1-2. The Royals leading by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Gets a piece and stays alive. Righty delivers. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Another win for them at Singy. They've made it look about as routine as it could be this season.
Well, we're about halfway through this, Boog, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. I love the fire, the hustle they're putting out there on every single play, every single day. They've got the goods.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Esteury Ruiz.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
The line to kick the pitch. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. And a swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Fly ball center field. Isbell makes the catch, and there's one away. Jacob Wilson in the box with one away as he takes ball 1.
A lot of folks believed he could make an early impact this year, and that's exactly what he's done. Lots of extra base hits, and his confidence seems to be growing with every game he plays.
The pitch. And now 2-2.
It's a good take.
And another ball. And the right-hander deals. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Pasquantino snags it on the run. Next up for the A's, Zach Geloff. And that's through there for a strike.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Good eye in that spot. And a big swing and a miss. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Tyler O'Neill. That's in for a strike at 95. And it's 0-1. And there's a ball.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. And now the first baseman, Ryan Noda. Foul ball there.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level playing at night.
Left-hand hitter waits. A little out front there as he swings through it. Home team down a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. Good eye right there. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. The high heat too much on that one. So up next, Jordan Diaz. And the slider just misses. 2 outs, base is empty.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Right side. Dives and he can't hang on. Not in time. He's safe. Here's the catcher to hit, Tyler Soderstrom. Swing and a foul straight back. The A's trailing by a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That pitch just misses the inside corner, and the count is 1-2. Got it by him for the K. The A's strand 1. They're down. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Nick Allen. This one in the air. Under this one. Hauls it in for the out.
Good hard fastball in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Cade Marlowe stands in now and watches strike 1. And a foul ball. The pitch. Struck him out swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Esteury Ruiz. Popped up, middle of the diamond. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, but it's the pitcher that makes the play. Back in Oakland, bottom of the 4th, digging in for Oakland, Jacob Wilson. There's a strike.
You know, these A's, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Here's the second baseman, Zach Gelof. And he takes a strike. Strike 2.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Tyler O'Neill up next for the A's. There's a strike. Just missed. Man at first, one away. That catches the outside corner. That is strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Ryan Noda now at the plate. That one clips the outside corner. It's 0-1. Wilson off of first with 2 away. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the DH, Jordan Diaz. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1. Fought off foul. The pitch. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. The pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Hood gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs,
they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on.
Got him swinging. 2 gone now. Nick Allen up next for the A's. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Nothing doing there for the A's. They trail here 1-0. Well, we go bottom 6. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Cade Marlowe. Buehler back to work. Ball 1, no strikes. Right through there for a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Witt over to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Ruiz in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. 1 down, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next offering upstairs. Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike 3. Now the number 2 hitter, Jacob Wilson. His righty-lefty splits there. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Got him swinging. And the A's are gone in order. And it remains 1-0. And we're back. Digging in, Zach Gelof. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Just missed. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes. This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells...
Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Missing inside. Now 1-2. Just off the outside part of the plate. Two down, nobody on. Right back to him on the mound. Gets it to first. Oakland goes quietly. A's go quickly. On to the bottom of the eighth. Now the A's designated hitter, Jordan Diaz. Bounced up the middle. Witt over to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Snags it for the second out. Nick Allen up next for the A's. Right through there for a strike. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The wind of the pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 outs. Out to short. Gloves it on the dive to first. Nicely done for the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Back here in the East Bay, bottom of the ninth, digging in for Oakland, Cade Marlowe. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the ninth inning.
And that's off the inside edge. Now 1-2. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that ninth inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Zips it to first. 1 out, bottom of the ninth. So the Oakland lineup turns over. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Esteury Ruiz. That one hit to right. And there's 2 away. The Athletics down to their last out. Jacob Wilson will hit next. Inside corner for a strike. 1-1. A little roller up along first. Down the line, and it's foul. Swing and a miss struck him out, and that is the ball game. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the Kansas City Royals. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Teoscar Hernandez makes his first start for them after the trade, singing it's a new look lineup after they added him as a piece for their postseason push.
Yeah, and I think he can provide a spark with the bat, maybe lift this lineup to another level, and they're hoping he's that missing piece for this offense. And a lot of teams tinker with their roster over the course of the season. They're trying to find that right combination of players, so we're going to see if this move looks good after today.
Man at first with one gone, and here is Josh Naylor. And the pitch. And there's a hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Line drive, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0. And that is his 1,000th major league hit. A nice moment for him.
Yeah, anytime you flip the page on a career milestone, it feels really good. You know that number's in front of you for a long time, and you can't get there fast enough. Good for him.
And stepping in is the speedy Akil Baddoo. Throw to first, and he's back in there. 1 run across to the frame so far here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. In the air out to center. Valera racing over to make the catch. To pick up a run up onto the 4th. And now it's Josh Naylor. Here's a 1-2. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed.
So 2 away with nobody on. Teoscar Hernandez steps in for the Royals. There's a strike.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
And he deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. On the ground to third, and it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. And that's off the inside edge. And the count's even at 2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
3-2 now. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. And he's got a double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. They really turned on that one, and as it hooked down the line, it was hard to tell if it would stay fair, but it just barely sneaked in there.
And in scoring position with 2 away. So 1 down for Kansas City. Akil Baddoo. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. He handles it himself. What a play. Inning over. So 1 left for Kansas City as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
The left fielder.
Hernandez, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. In the air, out towards left center. Kwan settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out. Man at second here with 2 away. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Bounced out to short. Roquillo fires over to first. Inning over, and it could have been.
Two away here, nobody on. Nelson Velazquez now at the plate. Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games. Swing, ground ball out to short. There with plenty of time, inning over. They're set down in order. We're back here at the ballpark, bottom half of the second. And now the DH, number 78. Line drive for a base hit, right field. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Good 2-strike approach, just focusing. We're back here at the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Nelson Velazquez. And a curve misses outside. This one's smoked out to left. And there's one away. My goodness. One gone, runner at first. The third baseman will hit next. 0-2 now. Line drive, that's a base knock. Speed runner turns at second. The relay throw. The tag, out. So 2 down. Now at the dish, Nelson Velazquez. And that one fouled off. That fastball was very hittable, but the swing just a touch too early. Pitcher needs to adjust. Line drive to right. Pulls that one down, and that'll do it. It's a 1-2-3. 1 away, and the bases are loaded here. And now the right fielder, Nelson Velazquez. This is a prime opportunity right here. And the slider just misses. Gut check time for him on the mound. I'm interested to see how he handles this situation. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. Behind 2-0 now, and with the bases loaded, he has no margin for error. Time to challenge this batter. This one lifted to center field. Makes the grab. Runner tags for home. And a big run comes across on the sac fly. It's 2-2. 1 down. Next up, the designated hitter. And the 3-1. Line drive, and it's caught. I'm sure he's and that's precisely how you want to perform for the front office when they come down to take a look at you. Really good.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Minnesota Twins. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Nelson Velazquez has gotten the call to the show and is in the lineup for this one. Singy, they've already turned to their system earlier in the season, and now they've done it again.
And you have to think they're hoping he can inject some energy into this offense, Boog. I mean, they're shooting for a big year, and they must believe he can be a part of that. That's why they called him up. And it's not often that you see a team get multiple contributors from the minors in a season when they're contending, but they're willing to roll the dice here.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's Royce Lewis. 2 outs. That's a base hit. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. So up now for Kansas City, Nelson Velazquez. Balazovic back to work. Bounce to the left side. And foul ball. And a pitch. That one ripped. And it's into the gap. Makes the turn and heads for second. It's a leadoff double to start the third.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Popped up. Settles under it. And makes the grab. And there's one away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there, and I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Man at second. Bounced up the middle. Tosses to first, and there are 2 outs.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
2 outs. Right side, hard hit. Out number 3. Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. In the air out to center, Velasquez. In position, squeezes it. Runner tags at second. The relay, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. So 2 down, and next up for the Royals, Nelson Velasquez. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. 2 outs, base is empty. And that one hammered. That's back there. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. Home run number 10 on the year. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. Zingy, that's his 50th career homer.
50 might not sound like a huge number, but it's a nice little milestone that a lot of guys don't get to. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not pulled by.
2 outs, nobody on. Manuel Margot, the next Twin up to hit. Home team down a run here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Twins wind up stranding 1. They still trail 1-0. And to the plate for Kansas City, Nelson Velasquez. He's already homered in this game.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
In the dirt, and that's ball 1.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score, and we're the top half of the 6th. That one is absolutely belted. Wallner going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and they lead by 4.
No, he'll take the sac fly on the mound right there. Bases loaded. I mean, this is a high leverage situation. And if
1st and 2nd, no outs. Nelson Velasquez steps in for the Royals. He's already homered here in this one. That's in for a strike at 95, going 1.
Well, these Royals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
And the pitch. Up and in, and it's 2-1.
It's been tough fooling these guys, and those chase rate numbers back it up. They've been really smart at the plate, and that's one of the best ways to frustrate a pitcher because nothing seems to come easy.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Massey around third. 1 run is in. Now a relay to the plate. Not in time. He's safe. It's 8-0.
Showed some really nice patience in that at-bat. Worked himself into a good count. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So the batting order turns over. Now the third baseman. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. The pitch. And that'll fall for a base hit. The throw into second, tries to get back and save.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. He kind of muscled that one out there, didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
So here's the Royals DH, Nick Lofton. On the ground to second, might be two. Castro whips it to first. First out in the top of the 8th. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Got him swinging.
Well, we didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
And a 3-1 on the way. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Oh, this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
2 outs. Bounce to the right. Kirilloff takes it himself. That ends the inning and stop. And here is Nelson Velasquez. 3 for 3 with a homer and 2 doubles. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 9-0.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Hernandez over at second. Velasquez at first. 1 gone. High fly ball right field. Margot settles under it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down. First and second, 2 down. Here's the Royals designated hitter, Nick Lofton. Ground ball right side. Castro throws to first, and that is that. Bottom of the 9th. Back here at Kauffman Stadium with Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us. Nobody out here in inning number 8. The Royals are out to a healthy lead in the division, looking really good. Singy, with the trade deadline coming up, do you think they're set to go as is, or do you think they need to add some more firepower?
Well, I think the way that the game operates in this day and age, Boog, I mean, teams making big additions at the deadline, and you just see it can be a flurry of moves. I'd be surprised if they just stayed with the roster they have. I think they could have a big deal in the works.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Akil Badu. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one. That will pack up the middle, and it gets through. Here comes the runner. Fires to the plate. He'll score the tie. It's 4-4.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
No outs, runner at first. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close. Tied at 4.
That's the ball.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
And another ball.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Pickoff throw. Badu back in on a dive. With the go-ahead run at first here in game 1 of 2 in the series.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Wouldn't chase that time.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Kicks and deals. Runner takes off. Up the middle in plenty of time to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those could be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. First and second, 2 outs. Teoscar Hernandez steps in for the Royals. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A gigantic blast. Home run number 20 on the year, and they take the lead. It's 7-4. Singy, somebody go track down that baseball. It's number 200 for him.
200 career home runs. That's legitimate power at the plate, and that's something that a lot of guys would dream of getting to.
Well struck right field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a 2-out double.
He was all over that one. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity. And at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
Now a fly ball to right center. Sizing this one up. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Jake Fraley. And a pitch. That one catches the corner for a strike. Holmes, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2011. And it's caught for the out. He's 2 outs away. Now batting Jeimer Candelario. And a foul ball. The Royals trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the 9th. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Way inside. Here's a 1-2. That one 95 to finish him off. Reds down to their final line. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. That's in there. The count is 0-2. Holmes is just 1 strike away. And that'll do it. They pad their division lead with yet another win. Singy, coming up on the trade deadline, they look really solid.
Yeah, they do. And that means they've got a lot of decisions to make. I mean, there's plenty of talent on this roster already, but you never know. And maybe they make a move and try to get that last piece to complete that championship puzzle.
Back here in Cleveland with Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us. Nobody out here in inning number 8. Witt in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. James Karinchak up and loosening in the pen. Stephan also throwing. Next offering is in for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
In the air out towards right center. Delauder sizes this one up, brings it in. Then there's one down. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Vinny Pasquantino. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Cut off, throw to second. Not in time, it's a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Velasquez up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one's carrying. It's gone. So he blasts one out the other way, and that's how they take the lead. It's 5-3. You can sense it inside the stadium. These fans are devastated.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One down. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's already homered in this game. On the ground, and it's off the bag. Oh, he brings it down. Nice play. And he's safe at first. Some strange defense there. So up now for Kansas City, Akil Baddoo. Base knock right field. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, James Karinchak.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And that one is lifted in the air. Valera calls it in, and there's 2 away. So first and second with 2 outs. And here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
They cut the force. That ends the inning. Here in Cleveland, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Jose Godoy. New pitcher in the game for the Royals, John Schreiber.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
That pitch just misses the inside corner. Now 1-2. Popped up. Gets under it. Makes the catch for the out. So the lineup flips over. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Foul ball there. The Royals leading by 2 here in the second game of the series. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control. Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. At the belt and fires. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up. Back now at Progressive Field. We go to the 9th. Here's the third baseman, number 11. And he deals. Out towards left center. Kwan heads after it. Puts it away for the out. One down. Tyler Gentry steps in for the Royals.
Now batting, right fielder, Tyler Gender.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A massive home run. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Base is empty, one away. And next up for the Royals, Bobby Witt Jr.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
There's a swing and a drive. That one's got a chance. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Pasquantino at the plate and takes high there. Moved to second, and he's back safely. Witt, the runner at second with one away. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. That was blasted to the moon. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 8-3. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for, crushes it, and hits it out of the ballpark.
Guardians going with a new pitcher, Trevor Stephan. He's into the game with the bases empty. And now, Nelson Velasquez. That's a base hit.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Already 3 runs across in the frame here at the top of the ninth. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Velasquez round second on his way to third. Coming home. Now a relay to third, and he's in there as a run scores.
He didn't smoke that ball, but he didn't have to, man. When you're working the ball gap to gap, there's so much open space out there. So I think that knock was
on the ground, right side. Toss to Naylor. Now 2 away as they get a run across. 2 outs, base is empty. Michael Massey digs in now. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Valera makes the grab. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And down the first, the new pitcher in the game, Carlos Hernandez.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
That one is hammered right field. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
The Guardians with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Rocchio in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that one wrapped foul. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Man at second. Caught him looking for the K. Didn't agree with the call at the plate right there.
In a game like this, that's just too close to take. It's a blowout game. Guys have been out here for a while. Umpires saying, hey, let's go. Cut it loose. Swing the bat.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. The Guardians down to their final strike. Good eye in that spot. On the ground, and this should do it. steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Singy, do you think games against division rivals mean more to the players at other games?
I mean, I always got a little more charged up for those games in the division. And sure, you want to win every game all season long, but every player knows that a division title, that can really set you up for success in the postseason. So these divisional rivalry games can definitely feel more impactful for sure, both in the standings and on team morale.
Back here in Kansas City with Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us. Nobody out here in inning number 8. Ramirez in the box now. Takes strike one. Next pitch is outside. And now it's even 1-1. Late that time, it's strike 2.
Maybe we're going to take the donut off the back, partner.
This ball's chopped in the ground. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Entering is the pinch runner, number 89. Lewis in the box now. Takes strike one. Inside corner, and that's quite a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Jeffers in the box, lays off for ball one. That one catches the zone, and the count even at 1.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. That's a strike. 0-1.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Close, but called a ball. And the count is 1-1. Hard hit down the line and left. Fair ball. Coming home. He comes across to score, and the Twins tie it up. 5-5 now. Now a move being made at second base. Coming in as the pinch runner, Willie Castro.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
2 outs. Foul ball still 0-2. And that's outside. Two down. Go ahead run in scoring position.
You're always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. So coming into the game now on defense, Willie Castro. He's in at shortstop. Akil Baddoo steps in for the Royals. So now a pinch hitter, Randall Grichuk.
Looking for a spark to untie this game.
Oker back to work. In the air, out towards left center. Makes the grab, 1 down. And to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Massey. 1 for 3. Ground ball up the middle. Julien throws the first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Fermin stands in now, looks at that one inside. Out to short. Castro sends it to first. Inning over. Staying in the game on defense, Randall Gritchen. He'll be out center now after pinch. New pitcher on now, Carlos Hernandez.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes. He doesn't seem to like to pitch up, hasn't offered on either one of their.
Got him! And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Here's Byron Buxton. Up and in, ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That one just misses. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days.
That one drilled left field. Gritchen makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Josh Staumont.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Whips it to Kirilloff. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. So up now for Kansas City, Tyler Gentry. That's ripped into the outfield. Lays out and makes the play.
Oh, man, great diving play over there to prevent the winning run from reaching base. Here in the ninth inning, that's absolutely huge. You love to see that kind of play made in big moments by the defense.
Oh, this one's blasted. High deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. He'll touch them all. And the Royals get a walk-off win, 6-5.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
Mm-hmm.